Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. I'm actually really excited to talk about this. When I was getting healthy and starting to try and fix whatever of the million things that was wrong with me, I noticed everything was so expensive and it drove me insane because you didn't know if it was going to work. You didn't know if it was going to work for you because a friend of a friend of a friend had tried something and hopefully it was going to work. So I am going to tell you guys today the 7 ways to get healthy that are completely free. You don't have to spend a dime. So excited. Let's jump right in. Number 1, the sun. I know that we have heard so many things of make sure you put your SPF on, make sure you have your hat, we don't want to get wrinkles, we don't want to get sunspots. And those things do happen and they are a concern. However, the sun is so important. It is the best way to get vitamin D, natural vitamin D, and good vitamin D that it's just really hard to get anywhere else. It helps with blood pressure, it helps with depression, it helps with your immune system, it helps if you're sick. It's so amazing to be out in the sun. You just feel so much better. Now, if you are a person who is going, yeah, but I burn really easily every time I just walk out for 5 minutes, and that is not fun for me, then the best time for you to go out is actually in the morning before 10 o'clock and more in the evening, depending on the summer or depending on the winter time, but really when that sun is going down and when the sun is coming up. That is the best time for you to get the sun, because you're going to get all of those great nutrients and you're not going to get sunburn. Number 2, water. I know this is such a basic one, and we drink a lot of pop and coffee and other things that they're not helping us. And water is the best way to start really cleaning stuff out and just really detoxifying your body and getting all of that yucky, sludgy, I don't even want to think about half the stuff that's roaming around in there that needs to come out. But water is one of the best ways to do that. If you have a really hard time drinking water, a good way that you can start that's a little bit better, that tastes a little bit better. Now, this isn't free because you're going to have to buy lemons, but drinking lemon water, that actually, it gets good enzymes. It wakes your body up in the morning. It really helps detoxify your body, and it just gets all the organs really flushed and running. If you can't have fresh lemons every day, to do it is actually using a lemon oil. Make sure it's a good brand. I really like doTERRA's. It's you can drink it and you just put like a couple drops in your water, and it's really good. It's quite refreshing. It's really handy if you are traveling and you can just put this in your bag, and it's only like 15 milliliters, so they're not going to stop you at like the airport or anything. And it's just very refreshing. And now with the lemon oil, you're not going to get those good enzymes as you would with a fresh squeezed lemon. However, this is a really good alternative, especially if you just don't want to bother with squeezing out lemons. Number 3 is fasting. And fasting comes in a variety of ways. You can actually do dry fasting, water fasting, juice fasting. There's a lot of different things you can do. A really big one that's going on right now is called intermittent fasting. I'd love to hear your comments of what you guys are doing with the fasting. I really like Thomas DeLauer's channel on YouTube. He's extremely knowledgeable on the different fastings and what breaks the fast and what keeps your fast. And he's just very scientific. So I really encourage you, if you want to get into fasting, to really watch his channel. It's really knowledgeable and it's pretty cool to watch. Number 4 is grounding. It's also known as earthing, but if you haven't heard of either of those, the real basics of it is when we talk about a free radical or a virus or a bacteria, those are all positively charged particles. So when we talk about an antioxidant, that is a negatively charged particle. And it's those negatively charged particles that go in and grab the positively charged particles and they flush them out. We want to get as much negative charge as we can to help draw out all those positively charged things. To get those, all you got to do is go sit in the grass, stand barefoot on ground, or just be out in nature. That's it. As long as you are touching nature, you are absorbing those. Now you want to make sure that it's connected to the earth in some way. So either sitting on the ground, sitting in grass, or sitting on a rock that is connected to the ground. One way you really just make sure, you need to make sure that it's just really connected to the earth. That's how you're going to get all those negatively charged particles. And when you do this, it's going to start clearing out a bunch of those positively charged particles. If it's difficult for you to get outside, you can also sit on concrete. So if you have a basement that just has a concrete floor, that is a great way you can soak those up, because it's actually in the ground. That concrete is sitting in the ground, and that concrete is basically just rock. So there you have a lot of options as to ways to really get out in nature and really soak up those great ions. Number 5 is exercise. Now this is one thing you really can't get away from because it's so important. And really getting that lymphatic system going, which is what exercise does, is a huge part of healing, because that is going to get everything moving to get out of your body. So I do want to say, however, if you are a person who just doesn't feel good when you exercise, and I don't mean you're tired and you're sore, I mean you physically feel ill, because I did. It really made me nauseous and I felt horrible for days after I exercised. Then I really recommend just stretching. It really gets the body moving, and even just walking, just walk out in nature. Now you're killing two birds with one stone at this point. You're gonna get there, and it's not gonna help if you beat yourself up before you even get there. Number 6 is be social. Now, I get the irony that I am sitting in a room by myself talking to a camera, and this is going on social media, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about social media. I am talking about, however, getting out in public, being social, talking face to face with somebody, and really connecting, because there are studies that show that even being social is better than any diet or exercise program that you could be on, because that boosts your immune system. It makes you so happy, and it just brings your body to life when you have people to be around and you want to be with people. And that is such a great healing aspect, is being with people. On the opposite side, however, if you're in these really toxic relationships, that is going to kill your health. So I really want you to think about who it is that you're being around, and is it bringing your health up or is it lowering your health? Number 7 is energy healing. Kind of obvious. Energy healing. That's what we talk about here. So start on yourself. You have the absolute control over what happens to you. If you are unhealthy, you have the power to change that. And I have given you 7 ways to start this. So I highly encourage you guys, take these 7 things, just take control of your health and get out there and start being healthy, because your life is waiting for you and there is no reason to wait any longer. If this video was helpful for you guys, give it a big thumbs up and click the subscribe button. And until next time, bye guys.